Welcome to my YouTube channel, and today I'm going to be showing you how to replace the rear shock on an old mountain bike. The bike in front of me is a Commensal Meta 55 which has a Fox Float R on the rear. Without any lockout, the shock gets quite annoying at some points with major pedal bob, so today I'm going to be showing you how to replace a rear shock. This video is going to show you how to replace the shock, not buy the right one for you. So if you need to see that, my other video will explain exactly how to do that. Link will be in the description. What you'll need: two 5mm Allen keys, some grease, your new shock obviously, a pump to pump up the shock to your recommended pressure, and a rag to clean up the oil. The shock I'm going to be using today is a 2016 Monarch RT. I chose this shock because of its amazing value for money. Right now it's on a sale from £300 down to £100, link in the description where you can get it. Now let's get started. To start, we're going to need our two 5mm Allen keys. Insert them into the two top bolts and counterclockwise rotate until the bolt starts coming loose. Go the rest of the way with your fingers so you don't drop the bolt. Then put the Allen key into the hole where it was and tap gently to remove the other side. Once that is removed, make sure to put the bolt back in. Once that's done, make sure you put the bolt back in and remember which way the screw goes through the hole. Once you pull out the other side of the bolt, screw it in and place it in a safe place to make sure you don't lose it. Now let's get started on the bottom bolt. This one's always a little bit stiffer, and as you can see in my bike, I have to put quite a considerable amount of force to break it free. Once it's broken free, it's fairly easy to remove the bolt. Repeat the same process of gently tapping out the other side. And pull the bolt free. Bear in mind that the bottom one is usually longer. Next, grab the seat of your bike and pull up, making sure that the shock doesn't get stuck. Without a suspension, the bike is going to compress. Slowly let it go down and leave it. Make sure your shock is set to full suspension mode, as this will help the installation. I recommend you start with the bottom bolts, as these can be a pain. Insert the shock in place and insert the long part of the bolt the way that it went through earlier. Gently tap it in and make sure the bolt goes through straight. As you can see, there should be no wiggle on the shock. Use the two Allen keys to tighten the bolts, but not too tight that it can't rotate. As you can see, the shock can still rotate. Now is the time to get your suspension grease. This is the bolt that's going to pivot, so get your smaller bolt and apply a small amount of grease. This will keep your shock performance very well. Slowly tap your shock in and insert the upper bolt. This can be tricky sometimes, so if you need to get someone to help you, don't be afraid. As you can see, I've inserted the bolt. Now go ahead and screw in the Allen key. Make sure this one is a little tighter than the bottom one. Your new shock is installed but not fully set up. I'm going to show you how to do that. For this part, it's very important your shock is in full suspension mode. as this will affect how you tune in. The first thing you want to do is get your bike, put the front forks in open mode, if it has, sit on the saddle and slowly drop your weight. As you can see, the shock has gone about 35% sag. The recommended sag is between 30 and 40, so mine here is perfect. If it isn't perfect, I'm going to show you how to adjust your air pressure. To adjust the pressure on your shock, this is where your pump tool comes in. Now you'll need a high pressure one for this. A normal pump isn't going to work. Unscrew the valve on your shock and place the cap to one side. You don't want to lose this. Make sure this bit is unscrewed, as this will release all the pressure if you put it unscrewed. Gently screw the shock pump in, making sure the thread is perfectly on. Then slowly screw in this bit. You should hear a small hiss of air. Check the manufacturer's website for the recommended pressure of the shock. For me, it's around 140 psi, so pump your shock up to the recommended pressure. Now, I'm going to go a little softer to show you what it can do to the suspension. Slowly unscrew the red cap, making sure you hear the hiss of air before you unscrew the other one. If you don't do this, it means all the air will be released and you have to start all over again. Make sure you replace the cap, as this can cause deterioration of the shock and air leakage. Repeat the same procedure where you sit on your bike with the shock fully open. As you can see, without the right volume of air in the shock sags much more and will be a pain to ride. So make sure you check the manufacturer for the right shock volume. Thank you for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. See you in the next video.